purely civil
so.
to something that is now potentially criminal.
Napoleon Feezer says 17, that's illegal, but hardly CP. It's child. You cannot have pictures of my.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Not this fucking lard. This jar of lard.
Minors. It doesn't matter if the age of consent is 16, like here in Ohio. You could a 16-year-old. You can't have naked pictures of them. If they're under 18, no, you're done. He says, I don't think I'm allowed to delete it. I don't know if it counts as high.
How do you defend this guy? Holy shit. And he has a... He even has a linked... He even has a linked Kiwi Farms. God, fuck. He's like really active on the Destiny thread, right?
Destroying evidence. So here's the deal. Notice what Destiny isn't telling you. My attorney told me to do this.
He's so
because
cringe,
I guarantee you he hasn't told his attorney, hey, I've got...
God, this is rough. This is just rough, dude. Can you just imagine, like... This is like one of the examples you go to. Not for legal advice, okay? but in case you need a, you know, you need a fucking Temu hydraulic press, okay? Right, that's
child pornography kicking around.
Yeah, see, did his attorney? Yeah, so again, this is potentially criminal. I feel like overstating a little bit, like he did at the start, where he said that Destiny didn't have counsel. Like, that was obviously not true. Even at the time, that was obviously not true. And now he's overstating again here. There's no way Destiny told his lawyer about this. He absolutely could have told his lawyer. Now, did his lawyer say, save CP? No. His lawyer would have never said to him, save CP. That would be insane suicidal for Andy B to do. Andy B is much more skillful than that. But Destiny may well have told him, presented this to his lawyer, and have been given, you know, tacit advice. Plausibly deniable advice. About how to handle that.
Oh, dude, he's literally doing the fucking tomato cosplay. It's crazy. Like, he's actually doing a fucking tomato cosplay. He's doing a cosplay of someone from VeggieTales. He's doing a fucking VeggieTales cosplay. Sorry. I'm sorry.
What do I do about that? There's a discovery demand, and he has to turn that over. Pixie can't hold on to it. Like I said, Pixie.
Yeah, I just don't know why Willy is choosing to cite LawTubers. You have enough money to go talk to an actual lawyer.
This is such a great freeze spray.
No, you like child pornography like Chernobyl graphite, you guys. You can't touch it. How does discovery happen?
This
well,
guy's
it'll
so
happen with
insufferable.
what Pixie and Destiny have done, or other things Destiny has done. But the child porn, that doesn't need to be in there. You can do everything else. Did Destiny send Pixie's pictures out without permission? That's all we're really worried about right now.
So what research, what lawyers did Abba and Preach go to before spouting off all of this? They cited nothing and then just declared that I'm in the wrong. The video ends in such a bizarre way.
You can say he's irresponsible. You can say that's stupid. You can say maybe he should turn it in, but to make that video and make it seem like it's something it's not.
What do you mean by maybe he should turn it in? Bro, it's CSAM. He has to turn it in. What a shocking video. Abba claims Destiny already reported this to...
See, you know, this would be a great time, but I can see it doesn't come up. This Willy guy is, like, actually brain dead fucking retarded.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Pause. Dude, this like fucking... This freaking Agamids guy, okay? What was this, Alex? How do you... Because I'm making fun of Kiwi farmers, right? But like, he just defends them on the fucking slam poetry part. It's just so cringe. By the way, this is the guy we were laughing at when he was hosting the fucking Twitter space on defending Kuihman. Imagine reading this and thinking it doesn't go hard as fuck. We need more internet romantics and less. I'm totally not parasocial, guys. OMG, please don't think I'm parasocial. I'm not like the other viewers. Alex, you are hanging off of Kuihman's ball sack, okay? You are the most parasocial. But okay, yeah.
Like, Willy is actually so fucking useless, man. It's crazy. This would be a great time to bring up these tweets where Eli B says to Destiny, actually, I've been thinking this over. I would like to see the police look into Solo. If for no other reason, then he could be exploiting other girls. Only one of us can make this happen. Want redemption, Steven? Go to the police tomorrow and give them everything you have. Which...
Destiny probably thinks that, like... Destiny probably thinks that Solo isn't worth going after if he's gonna fuck himself over, right? It's pretty simple. Which is why this is also a ridiculous statement by Ellie. It's ridiculous. Because the thing is that, like, okay, would you want to bring a murderer to justice? Yes. Okay, bring this murderer to justice. Here's the gun. What? What? Huh? What do you mean? What? Why are you... What? Huh? Yeah, no kidding, Sherlock. Yeah, Destiny wants to bring Solo to justice, right? Assumably so, okay? Actually, it might be our pettiness, okay? Who knows? But the thing is that, like, maybe not at the cost of sacrificing his own life? Maybe? But yeah.
Destiny replies.
Cool. Anyway. I heard Solo was in the UK. I think it's Blav. Okay, that said that Solo was in the UK, but yeah.
I have nothing to give to them. Remember, the only reason they even found the Rose person was because I posted the pictures in chat to bait them into looking. Seems pretty stupid to do that if I thought she was 17, huh? Wonder if any of them will spend even half the effort looking for the child sex trafficker. So,
also, for the record, fuck, I wouldn't even call it petty. It's not petty, okay? It's not petty, because that's the way that Entei fans describe Destiny. So, I don't think petty is the way to describe it, right? I think the answer is justified vengeance, okay? It's justified vengeance is what it is, okay? I don't love you. Listen, okay? Get sober first and then hit on me, okay?
So,
alright, good luck.
Destiny here, the day before.
I don't want to be accused of, like,
video
taking advantage of an inebriated fan.
CP situation. He is saying he has nothing to hand over to the police. Saying he has nothing to hand over to the police. The day before the Willy Mac video. And then he says here, was in the process of doing that with my law firm in New York City, but the random extortion lawsuit that Pix tried to drop me, plus everyone else tried to push her on agenda on this, exhausts my ability to do so. So now he's saying here, and he said he's got a packet made up with his New York City law firm. He had a packet sent to the DOJ. So apparently, because everyone's being so mean to him online, he can't give his stuff to the police anymore.
Kuihman, that's like the least charitable view to this. What in the world are you talking about? Kuihman, Destiny has a civil lawsuit that he needs to finish first. Okay? Alright? Daddy Destiny has a civil lawsuit he needs to finish first, okay? Before he goes after Solo for revenge, okay? For justified vengeance, okay? Destiny has a lawsuit, okay? He has to finish first, period, okay? Alright? Before he goes after Solo. Yeah, no shit, okay? No shit, he's about to possibly self-incriminate himself, possibly to the police, okay? Before his lawsuit with Pixie even ends, okay? Yeah, no shit. One step at a time, he's already busy, okay? Daddy's busy, alright? Yeah.
And this somehow slips out of Willy's video. This somehow is not in Willy's video.
Authorities.
What are we talking about? There's an ongoing legal matter. He submitted this evidence to authorities.
No, he didn't. Destiny said he was going to on behalf of Pixie and then stopped when she decided to sue him.
Are you going to report it to the FBI? Maybe when I was doing work with a New York law firm, the goal was initially, because the packet that we put together was...
Oh, so the packet line is here. He gets this bit. But obviously doesn't get the bit where Destiny says, I've got nothing to give to them. I've got nothing to give to them. The day before confirming that he has CSAM retained somewhere.
a thing that we were, I don't remember if I said it or not. The original packet was going to the DOJ. That was the goal of that originally, because I...
Wait, what was the specific wording of this tweet? I have nothing to give to them. Remember, the only reason that they even found the roast person was because I posted the pics in chat to bait them into looking. Seems pretty stupid to do that if I thought she was 17, huh? Or if they would even spend half the effort looking for a child sex trafficker. Hold on. I'm thinking about how to sweep for Destiny here. As a public defense attorney, okay? I'll just ask Destiny, okay? It's fine.
CSAM.
Hold on.
Retained somewhere.
A thing that we were, I don't remember if I said it or not.
All right, I'm asking him.
The original packet was going to the DOJ. That was the goal of that originally, because I thought that the stuff that the solo guy, even if the girl isn't underage, was criminal in behavior. 1,000,000,000%. Goal initially was to send it all to the DOJ and then have them try to pursue it there.
But as far as I know, he never followed through with this. Everyone, including professionals, is saying there's no shot he told his lawyer that this was CSAM. So to me, it clearly seems like he's lying.
If you want to interpret my messages in the worst way possible, and you want to, and that's...
So, like, again, why say this part? Why say this?
Yeah, and then have them try to pursue it there.
But as far as I know, he never followed through with this. Everyone, including professionals,
So that's fine.
is saying there's no shot he told his lawyer that this was CSAM. So
There's no shot he told his lawyer this was... You don't know that, dude. Why are you over-egging that? Obviously, Destiny's immediate response is going to be, why would I not tell my lawyer that? Why would I pay my lawyer and not tell him this part of my case that could completely fuck me? Obviously, he raised this idea to his lawyer. It'd be crazy not to. And Andy B probably gave him some vague, you know, minimize your legal liability. Make sure you do what's right for your case response.
to me, it clearly seems like he's lying.
If you want to interpret my messages in the worst way possible, and you want to, and that's going to be the basis for some FBI call.
I know Destiny, because I was grifting a little early on this. He streamed today and he was saying, "Oh, Willy Mac misread what I was saying." I'm like, there's no miscalculation there. And like, if you were that incorrect in your words, and you're not that stupid, Destiny's pretty eloquent when he needs to be. Yeah, I you know, how do you accidentally say, you know, I got more cheese pizza than Papa John's? I was starting to have a bit of a panic attack. Like,
I mean, maybe this is just my speculation, okay, before he answers. But maybe it's because Destiny has already offered everything up to the second law firm. So therefore, the second law firm maybe would have prepared something to the DOJ. I don't fucking know, okay? I need to ask to make sure, okay? I need to ask to make sure, okay? Because before I start speculating like a moron, but yeah.
he's laying out, I've got it. and this idea that I have to save it.
So I said if Destiny wants to prove people wrong, he should get a public statement of his lawyer explaining this. He is not currently in a court case over Rose's material. It would be such an easy win to clear things up. But no, he writes it off as an impossibility.
I think he should probably get on stream with his legal counsel and have them explain why having alleged CP since November is okay in this instance and legal. I have not seen one lawyer agree with this. I don't know how retarded you have to be to think that, one, that any lawyer would ever agree to do this.
Companies have lawyers write up statements for them all the time, and if you went to the police, he should show a report. If he just does either of these things, he's in the clear. So why doesn't he just do them? He skipped the entire point of H3's video. The majority of it he dodged. He won't even provide the quote-unquote good faith interpretations of.
I think Destiny pointed out that once again, okay, it's insane. Like, what? You have to prove your innocence to Willy Mac? You have to prepare a PR. Dude, this guy is like so full of himself, dude. Willy Mac is actually so full. His ego has gone too far, dude. His ego has legitimately gone too fucking far. Yeah, like I just think it's insane for him to like fucking go like, well, you know, here's my lawyer, okay? Time to prove to Willy Mac that I'm actually innocent. What, dude? I'm sorry. He doesn't have to prove anything to Willy. Fuck Willy Mac, okay? Yeah.
The messages he sent. I've seen Destiny when he's in the right. He usually directly confronts it and brings receipts. Here he's just constantly deflecting. He's like, look at all of these edgy pedo jokes Ethan made in the past.
We went around from channel to channel, like around, like it was this horrible shit. We went to this channel with this, like, this kid was like 8 years old, and he was broing out with everybody in this chat. For whatever reason, this kid decides to take his pants off and wiggle his 8-year-old dick on screen.
This is, by the way, this is fucking horrible, like, to put in this video, okay? I'm sure Kuihman will point this out, but, like, the thing is, like, this is an insane part to put, like, to put as your argument that Destiny is a potential, like, pedophilic predator, right? Like, this is such an insane piece of evidence to put in, just considering how the context of this is obviously that it's funny, it's a joke. Oh my god. Dude, Steven doesn't have to prove to Willy Mac anything, okay? Jesus.
I can't even believe it. I haven't gotten into Ethan's jokes yet, but I do think it's kind of funny that I feel like I've heard him say similar things.
It's called Children's Joy TV for a reason. The guy knows how to give pleasure to children. Children's Joy TV, baby gets anal raped by a syringe and gets injected with AIDS virus.
When we see something like this, are we supposed to call the police?
Am I on I feel like I'm definitely on the FBI watch list now.
Yeah.
I don't know how many FBI watch list jokes he's made. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But if like that's the standard, then sure.
Bro, you watched a real video of an 8-year-old shaking his dick. These are not the same. Also, I would look at some of Ethan's old edgy jokes a bit differently if he admitted to having CSAM to another content.
Obviously retarded, okay? I've said this multiple times, okay? So, you know what? I've already commented on that, okay? All right, good luck.
Content creator. But he didn't, you did, and now...
It's not just that. It's like, generally when Ethan makes a pedophile joke, not always, but in most of them, the joke is that pedophilia is bad. In a lot of Destiny's pedophilia jokes, the joke is that he's attracted to children, right? You know, Ethan pedophilia joke is like, that creepy guy thinks these kids are hot. Look, he would love to see that kid in a short skirt. Destiny's pedophilia joke is like, I would love to see that kid in a, you know, it's like, it's a little bit different. There is a difference here. There is a little bit of nuance here.
People are raising eyebrows.
I forgot we were watching Kuihman's video. Yes. Many such have said this.
Ethan points out how Destiny defending Vosh for getting off to Lolly feels creepier now.
Who the cares about Lolly? Who cares about drawn? Imagine your life is so boring that you give a about animated cartoon girls.
Imagine your life so boring that you care about sexualizing children. Imagine being so bored in your life that you actually care if grown-ups want to minors.
Destiny doesn't really engage. He doesn't defend his position. Instead, he goes after Ethan for laughing at Rick and Morty smut.
Rick and Morty?
Okay. No way. That's Rick and Morty? No.
Yeah, this is from an episode of Rick and Morty where Mr. Mises runs train on
No.
Mr. Mises and all of his buddies run train on April.
He's not Jewish, I can see.
So he is Now, okay, do I actually think he's getting off to lolicon or that he enjoys this despite that creepy fucking smile he has while sharing his pornographic hentai with his parents? Probably not. But like, is this if this is the standard we're going to use? I mean, Jesus Christ.
Obviously, laughing at the absurdity of degenerate stuff is not the same as getting off to it, but Destiny's not here to make sense. He's here to go.
Oh my god, dude. Again, the issue with this, fuck, I shouldn't even say this because I've already covered this at this point. But like, the thing is that like, again, you don't want to conflate like fucking, oh, haha, look at this funny laugh, ha 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 ha, let's laugh at this, with the same as like serious allegations of someone being a pedophilic predator, right? Because at this point, one is a serious allegation and the other one is like laughing at shit, right? But the problem with H3 is that he conflates the two together, all right? That's the problem, okay? You don't really draw a distinction. The thing is that, like, yeah, that's why Destiny is allowed to go after you in that same way. Because you don't... Because you're insane! You're unhinged, okay? Anyway, yeah.
Scorched earth. He plays a bunch of clips of Ethan making fun of cringe and creepy videos online, leaves out all of the context. Both of these guys definitely make their share of inappropriate...
leaving out all the context. Sounds familiar.
Pedo jokes, but with Destiny, it's just different. His are coming from leaked group chats.
He then shared this lewd image of a child with his friends and said that he's gonna get arrested someday.
Imagine receiving a bikini pic from a 15-year-old in your DMs, a fan of yours, and being like, she's so hot, I need to share this with the boys.
His friend asks pics, please. And Destiny sends what was a public Instagram photo of her in a bikini and goes, girl on the left. So hard to say no. I'm gonna get arrested in one of these MLGs, man. His friend replies, who cares? It's not like...
Oh my god, dude. Dude, no one, literally nobody would have cared about this in the old days of the internet. I don't want to say this because it makes me sound like a fucking crazy boomer. I wasn't even around back then either, okay? But like, from what I've seen, from the shit that I know at the very least, like, dude, like no one would care in this context. Like
you're 40. Destiny tries to recontextualize this as him warning his friends to watch out for jailbait.
Yeah, I messaged my little team or whatever.
Guys, it's a PSA, guys. It's a PSA. Just say no, okay? That was what he was doing. He was having a important chat.
See, those DMs were pretty crass.
Oh wow, good one, Kuihman. Dude, I wonder if Kuihman will ever like criticize the fact that you're using obvious jokes to go after Destiny for being a potential pedophilic predator. Just FYI, okay? Because the thing is that I know it exists, okay? Kiwi Farms. I don't know if it originated in Kiwi, it doesn't really matter. But like, there's a chart out there of like a list of women that Destiny has apparently dated and fucked or hooked up with. That it's all the names that they could track. Super creepy, by the way. Just FYI, okay? I should stop saying FYI. It is creepy, okay, but that does not matter because the thing is that they track the age discrepancy between Destiny and all of these women. There is no good correlation. Destiny will fuck anything that moves, okay? Because I've seen some names that are like 10 years, 12, you're peeking, sorry. I've seen some names that are like 10 years or 12 years in difference. And then I've seen some names that are like 1 year in difference. How big is the list? It's fairly sizable. But like the thing is that like we're I don't know, what am I supposed to, like, there's no indication that Destiny on purpose aims for a specific age group. He doesn't aim for a specific age group. He doesn't. He just straight up doesn't. Okay, I'm sorry. He doesn't aim for a specific age group because you see the women on the list. Some of them are like 10 years in difference. Pretty big, right? Whatever. But then some of them, a lot of them, are less than 5 years in age difference. It's almost as if he isn't picky. He's just horny. But okay, I mean, I guess you want to paint this narrative that he's a predator that goes after young women on purpose because of their age gap and also because of the difference in life experience. Like, just saying, even their own fucking chart disproves this narrative. But okay, yeah, very cool.
But I mean, the whole point is like, hey, like, there are going to be people that DM you, they'll send you pictures, they look older than they actually are, don't f minor, your life is going to be over, don't do it.
But these logs are public. You can see that they were just gooning. There's no speech about being careful for jailbait. It's about...
Sweeper, stop sweeping. I'll keep on sweeping, okay?
about them banging porn stars
Very
and
based.
stuff. These messages are real. Destiny has confirmed it.
Should be. You don't need screenshots. There should be a paste bin of the entire conversation.
Now, I don't want to give a whole lot of credence to this because Destiny did not hook up with the 15-year-old. As one of his friends said, it's not worth it. I do raise my eyebrows, though, that one of their reasons to not do it is because they're inexperienced in bed. Destiny's saying this is a group chat conversation.
Is this an extremely edgy joke? Yes. Have I made these kinds of jokes before, personally? Yes. Which is why I know it's not something to actually worry about. Like, this is insane. I feel like when you're in a private context and you're just joking around and things are off the record, right? I feel like people are just, like, so crazy unhinged for obvious reasons, right? Yeah.
To warn people about the dangers of jailbait, it's just a lie. They're just exchanging sex stories. You can be as...
I'll tell you what it's like in, like, a voice chat that is kind of like that, right? Insert extremely, extremely edgy pedophilic predator joke here. Everyone goes like, whoa, wow, wow, I can't believe you said that. That's the way that everyone acts in these fucking voice chats, okay? Yeah, the entire point is the shock value. The shock value is the point. Yeah, it's meant to be the most edgy of the most edgy. Yes, that's the point. Because it's in a private group, it's in the private voice chat. Like, what the fuck? Okay,
good faith or bad faith.
Like, is Destiny actually drawing up plans to go after minors, or?
As you want with this stuff. At one point, Ethan plays a clip of Destiny saying that 19-year-olds might as well be children to him. And I think Ethan completely misunderstands this clip. It's Destiny saying people should not hook up with 19-year-olds because they are basically still children to him.
I'm 29. A 19-year-old might as well be a 15-year-old to me. It's all the fucking same, dude. Don't give me this fucking...
That's because... such an interesting
This is exactly what we're saying.
Because it's all the same, bro.
Again, all right, this is ignoring the greater context of whatever this is, okay? All right, whatever this is, I know whatever this is. The greater context in that it is, it's meant to be, it's meant to describe a difference in life experience, not necessarily a difference in age. A difference in age is a red flag, but a difference in life experience that is being taken advantage of is a black flag, or whatever the fuck means that malice is being proven or something, right? I don't know. I don't want to call it a black flag, okay? That just makes me sound racist. But anyway, the
15, 13, 14, 15. It's all the same, bro. I'm 29. Also, on the other hand, it also is a self-report because it suggests he knows exactly what he's doing.
If you listen to the actual debate here, I'm arguing with a dude who is literally trying to abduct a...
He's obviously lusting, and the only thing stopping him is being jailed. Yeah. To spin that as anything other than, like, fantasizing with friends. It's like... It is like locker room.
It's not fantasizing with friends. Dude, who cares? Oh my god. Do you guys see why I sweep for Destiny now? Do you see why I take the best faith response, giving him the best faith defense, giving him the #1 defense, okay? Or I try to, from my perspective, the #1 defense in my book, right? Do you know why I do that? I do that because people like Kuihman out here are going the worst possible faith, the worst interpretation, the worst possible route in terms of interpreting Destiny, okay? Also, where's the person earlier in chat saying that I was defending Kuihman? Am I not criticizing Kuihman right now? Like I've always done. But okay. Very cool, I guess.
Room talk, right? It is like locker room talk. It's like standing around with the boys, you know, here's this bitch I'm talking to. Yeah, she's 15. Like, dude. I'm really glad that we're talking about this now after everyone who's been against Destiny and screeching this for years, and Destiny actually screeching this himself. Exactly, man. Like, when these fucking losers like Willy and Nick start pulling up all this old-ass Destiny shit, it's like, yeah, bro, you were cool with this.
Mentally retarded 19-year-old and take her...
True. Also true. You were cool with this. True.
to another state and impregnate her. Basically, every other time I'm speaking about this person and their age, I do refer to the fact they're 19, but it's not just the fact they're 19, there's a whole bunch of other things too.
Yes, Destiny did have this debate, but at this point in the stream, Destiny was just generally speaking to his audience. He even goes on to say that his 20-year-old viewers don't realize how young they are.
Now, I know if you're 20 years old, it might bother you to hear that. Like, no, I'm 19. I'm a real adult, okay? I'm a real adult, okay? If your mom and dad, if you live with your mom and dad still pay all of your bills, you've never even
Yes, Kuihman is this guy, yes.
had a job before, you've never lived on your own, you're a child. You're very much a child. You don't know what it's like to wake up and go into work, to work a job you hate because you have to pay a bill, okay? You don't know what it's like to have to make a decision between getting kind of a cool car and a piece of shit car because you can't afford it. You don't know what it's like to get called in to have to work an extra fucking shift because you don't have any life experience. You don't know anything about anything. You're a child. So all the people in chat, they're like, no, 19 years old, that's an adult. That's an adult. Dog. No. No.
So when it comes out that he's sexting Rose when he's 33, it's like, what the hell? Rose, even when...
Like, even, I like how even in the example that, that Willy Mac brings up, and I don't know if Kuihman is going to comment on this, okay? But even in the example that Willy Mac brings up, Destiny is specifically talking about the difference in life experience that JF Jerapy was trying to use in order to manipulate Mama JF into becoming his child bearer, okay? Because he wants to live out his white nationalist fantasies, okay? So even in this example, he's already like, it's already like, it already doesn't kind of make sense, you know?
Destiny thought she was 19 fit all of this criteria. All he does...
Okay. Let's run that back.
Generally speaking to his audience. He even goes on to say...
Trying to abduct a whole bunch of other things too.
Yes, Destiny did have this debate, but at this point in the stream, Destiny was just generally speaking to his audience. He even goes on to say that his 20-year-old viewers don't realize how young they are.
Now, I know if you're 20 years old...
Yeah, this is true. The thing is, though, that they misportrayed it. Like, yeah, they fucked up the portrayal of this clip. Where they make it... People make it sound as though... Retard Nick Diorio makes it sound as though, Destiny's saying 15-year-olds should be considered basically legal. But he's actually saying 19-year-olds should be basically considered illegal. You know, it's a you know, small but quite important.
Okay, that's a different way to put it. That's a different way to put it. But like, that's okay way to put it, I guess. But like, this wouldn't be my go-to defense, okay? My go-to defense is that in the holistic picture, again, all right, you have to exercise the whole picture. Don't let the specifics bog you down from the whole picture, okay? Don't let, what is it that Relevant said? Don't let the details take you away from the greater context, right? That's something that Relevant said. Don't let the specific minute details take you away from the greater context. The greater context is that Destiny was chastising was chastising Papa JF, okay, or JF Jerapy, okay, for being a manipulative bastard, okay? That's what he was chastising him for. The hypocrisy, if you want to point out a hypocrisy here, you will have to prove that Destiny is a manipulative bastard who is specifically trying to manipulate women into his bedroom, okay? So far, there is no evidence beyond a shadow of a doubt. All right, there's no case, no evidence, but there's no case beyond the shadow of a doubt that Destiny is willingly manipulating women to his bedroom, okay? That's the overall picture. That is the greater context I'm talking about. Minute details, stuff like this and that, that's distraction. Okay, that's distraction in the public sense of things, okay? Distraction, nothingness, okay? Well, I mean, it's not nothingness because motherfuckers like Willy Mac is getting details wrong, okay? So motherfuckers are getting shit wrong all the fucking time, okay? And I hate it. But the thing is that don't let it take you away from the greater picture, okay? Yeah.
Difference.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
So
it might bother you to hear that. Like, no, I'm 19. I'm a real adult, okay? I'm a real adult, okay? If you live with your mom and dad still pay all of your bills, you've never even had a job before, you've never lived on your own, you're a child. You're very much a child. You don't know what it's like to wake up and go into work, to work a job you hate because you have to pay a bill.
No, this girl is not mentally disabled, Kai. You're wrong.
Wasn't
I
she?
don't know why you're saying that. Willie's just pointed that out. This is not Destiny
Wait, we're talking about like Mama JF here, right? I thought that was not Mama.
talking about a mentally disabled girl. This is after the debate. Destiny is talking to his chat, giving his position on dating teenagers generally.
Destiny with his friends in the Cunny GC.
No, you're wrong,
girl I'm
Kai.
talking to, she's so hot and pubescent.
What?
Oh,
He
wow,
was arguing
Okay,
with
dude.
Jay.
Sister? Yeah.
All right,
Ears
weirdo.
perk
Okay,
up like a dog, an older sister. Ears slouch back and he starts whimpering.
Okay, Stylo. Thank you for the $5.
Dude, what is with these like weird fucking like, dude, Jesus Christ. I feel like I would have timed out Stylo like a fucking year and a half ago when I was still watching Kuihman because he was also unhinged back then. I feel like I would have already been Stylo from my fucking community. But okay, I guess, you know, if you're somebody like Kuihman, I guess you're okay with somebody like Stylo. That's fine. Whatever, man. I mean, the thing is that, like, again, if this is the people you want to, if this is the company you want to keep around, that's fine, okay? But just don't blame other people like me, okay? When I judge you based on the company you keep, okay? Good luck.
He's arguing with JF at one point on that stream. He is not talking about disabled 19-year-olds there. That is not what he's saying at all. I'm telling you this for a fact. Not going to go back and forth about this for 5 or 10 minutes.
To his audience. He even goes on to say that his 20-year-old viewers
It's literally not what he's saying at all. He's not talking about people with mental disabilities. He's saying 19-year-olds generally.
Realize how young they are.
Now, I know if you're 20 years old, it might bother you to hear that. Like, no, I'm 19. I'm a real adult, okay? I'm a real adult, okay? If your mom...
Okay, I'm glad that Kuihman was able to pick apart the nuance here. Okay, I'm glad that Kuihman was able to pick apart the nuance here. But, however, again, okay, just keep in mind, all right? My mouse ran out of battery. It's over for me. Just keep in mind, all right, that, yeah, like the rest of his narrative is still generally extremely negative towards Destiny for obvious reasons, right? It's still extremely, extremely negative towards Destiny. Yeah.
Mom and dad, if you live with your mom and dad still pay all of your bills.
So he's saying...
But the thing is that Kuihman has always been a little bit nuanced when it benefits him, right? Yeah. It's just fine. That's fair, okay? He is able to be a little bit good faith here, right? But the thing is that overall, it's pretty unhinged. True. Stylo, I feel so old.
19 is not a real adult. I'm a real adult. If you live with your parents, no mention of mental disability. No one else in the conversation. Just him talking to his chat, explaining what his thoughts are on 19-year-olds and who should be dating them.
It might bother you to hear that.
Remember, okay? Remember, Kuihman is criticizing Willy Mac here because he wants to have a stronger narrative against Destiny. Willy Mac is going after Destiny here because he wants to go balls to the wall bad faith against Destiny, okay? There's a difference here. Yes, even though Kuihman defends Destiny in this specific tiny context, the greater context is that Kuihman wants a more convincing narrative to have against Destiny, okay? So keep that part in mind. Whenever Kuihman defends Destiny, it's a faux pas defense, okay? It's a false defense in that it's more of a prosecutive lawyer trying to make sure the case is airtight rather than have people like Willy Mac sabotage their prosecution case. Does that make sense, guys? You guys understand what the anti-fans are doing, right? This is anti-fan behavior, okay? I just want to say this is anti-fan behavior, but it's strategic. It's strategic. Okay, the reason why, okay, again, I just want to repeat this. The reason why, anti-fans like Kuihman and J-Stalk go after people like Willy Mac is because they want to shore up the narrative strong enough to go after Destiny 4, okay? Not that they are actually keen on defending Destiny, but it's more like they want their own narrative against Destiny to be as airtight as possible, okay? That's why. Thank you.
Like, no, I'm 19. I'm a real adult, okay? I'm a real adult, okay? If your mom and dad, if you live with your mom and dad still pay all...
Yeah, he also talked about this multiple times on stream. I remember a specific thing. I was actually talking to someone about this recently. There's a clip where Destiny says something like, if you've ever heard high schoolers having a conversation, in like a, if you're ever like out at a restaurant, you hear high schoolers having a conversation.
Also, you shouldn't said... You shouldn't... I don't know what you're talking about, Spiller Todd, but I don't want anyone to... Please adjust that flag. Do you have a compass? Find north and display the stars as designed? Bro, dude, I'm gonna keep the flag. Who cares? Okay? It looks fine. But like, again, alright? No, to me it's the right way around, okay? To me it's the right way around, okay? Fuck you. But again, keep in mind that in this specific context, alright? It's not stupidity. It's deliberate, okay? Kuihman is malicious, okay? He's malicious, all right? Yeah, there you go.
Like, how could you, as like a 25-plus-year-old man, possibly like imagine yourself like holding conversation with these people? They sound fucking retarded. The moment I hear high schoolers start talking, I want to blow my fucking brains out.
Yeah, it's malice.
Like he's got. There was like a whole thing he went on talking.
Remember, whenever Kuihman defends Destiny, just keep in mind it's in the service of having a greater context case against Destiny. Okay. Please, 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 you have to keep that part in mind, okay? Because whenever I hear people say, "Oh, Kuihman is fair," "Oh, Kuihman gives good taste," Kuihman actually defends Destiny. No, hold on. He defends Destiny when it comes to shoring up his own narrative and to have jabs at Willy Mac, right? Because he hates Willy Mac. But in addition to hating Willy Mac, he needs to shore up his own narrative, right?
About that, right? And now all he does is talk.
Also, again, Kuihman is not retarded. He's far from retarded, okay? He's smart. He's smart and he's malicious, okay? Whenever these anti-fans call me stupid, that helps me, okay? That does not hinder me, it helps me. Because if they actually said that Foodshops was malicious and made a case for it, that's actually a stronger allegation I would have to contend with. So whenever anti-fans call me retarded, it helps me, okay? Because I can just play dumb, all right? Whatever narrative that they're spinning, okay? But just keep in mind that you shouldn't give this grace to Kuihman, okay? He's not just stupid. He's smart and malicious, okay? Yeah.
Fucking high schoolers.
All of your bills. You've never even had a job before. You've never lived on your own. You're a child. You're very much a child. You don't know what it's like to wake up and go into...
Thank God that the anti-fans call me a low-cal. Holy shit. Best fucking defense on earth.
to work a job you hate because you
is it actually in this same...
I couldn't even buy this kind of defense.
It might be in the same post-debate talk. I might be thinking of the same.
Pay a bill, okay? You don't know what it's like to have to make a decision between getting kind of a cool car and a piece of shit.
The more people call me a pedo, the more people want to check me out to hear the full story, okay? That's all I'm gonna say.
Car because you can't afford it. You don't know what it's like to get called in to have to work an extra fucking shift because you don't have any life experience. You don't know anything about anything. You're a child. So all the people in chat, they're like, no, 19 years old, that's an adult. That's an adult. Dog. No. No.
So when it comes out that he's sexting Rose when he's 33...
See, the thing is that Destiny's obviously... like, I would say Destiny's over-exaggerating on this point. You know? This comes off like... Destiny was in a virtue signaling phase, trying to make it sound like he was as much not a pedophile as possible.
No, what, dude, wait, what? His virtue signaling phase? When did Destiny ever have a virtue virtue signaling phase. I mean, he has virtue signal before, but like I mean, it isn't to virtue signal, it's more like to defend himself, right? But the thing is that, what do you mean by virtue signaling phase? What is that even supposed to? No, he's right. Okay. Do you guys all remember Destiny's virtue signaling arc? Me too. Okay, me too, guys. Jesus.
Because I feel like this is a bit exaggerated. You know, acting like a 19-year-old is just like a...
He just talked with some... I'm assuming this is after JFJRP. He's talking about someone who is actively a predator. This is someone who's actually actively a predator, beyond the shadow of a doubt. No? Hold on. Give me a second. This is Kuihman being maliciously. He's doing this maliciously. He could be better faith. He could be better faith, okay? But nah, Kuihman is doing this maliciously, okay? Good one, Kuihman. Alright.
Total child.
That's a good one.
Like, it's probably not that big a
He's not
deal
stupid,
if you,
he's
like, you know...
malicious.
If you're like... Yeah, even if you're like Destiny. If you're like 36 and you're... I mean, obviously this can't happen in America, it may happen in the UK. You guys have a different drinking age. But you're at a bar and you pick up some 19-year-old and hook up with her. Like, who gives a fuck, really? But then I would say, like, there are more extended relationships, like dating. It's probably like, well, why are you...
Destiny is kind of non-binary. He's not masculine. He's not femme. What the fuck are you even on about? He looks like a dude. Like, he looks like a regular dude. What the fuck do you mean non-binary?
With a 19-year-old in an
What are you on
extended
about?
relationship. What are you getting out of that? What is the dynamic there like? You know? So I think Destiny is even over-egging this, because the idea that you could never have a positive interaction with a 19-year-old or anything is, like, retarded.
He's kind of being himself. What, dude? What? No, Todd, you're... Alright. Okay.
But obviously he goes back on this.
He said it was non-binary. Yeah, he walked it back once he realized that everyone uses the word non-binary wrong, okay?
Completely, he, like, runs completely in the opposite direction, because he goes and marries some...
Stop, okay, stop making Destiny out to be some kind of queer icon, okay? You guys are, like, trying to turn him into a queer icon. That's cringe as fuck. Stop.
19-year-old who barely speaks English.
Yeah,
he goes and picks up some 19-year-old who barely speaks English and marries her. Yeah, exactly. And then starts this cope saying, oh, Melinda's actually really smart and worldly and mature.
You've never lived on your own. You're a child. You're very much a child. You don't know what it's like to wake up and go into work, to work a job you hate because you have to pay a bill, okay? You don't know what it's like
she can book flights and hotels all on her own?
have to make a decision between getting kind of a cool car and a piece of shit car because you can't afford it. You don't know what it's like to get called in to have to work an extra fucking shift because you don't have any life experience. You don't know anything about anything. You're a child. So all the people in chat that are like, no, 19 years old, that's an adult. That's an adult. Dog. No. No.
So when it comes out that he's sexting Rose when he's 33, it's like, what the hell? Rose, even when Destiny thought she was 19, fit all of this criteria. All he does is the
sexting Rose, key word here, sexting, okay? JF, okay, was trying to make her his bride. Living together and making someone their bride or your bride or anything like that is, holy cow. It's like saying, what is the difference between a hookup and dating, right? That is literally the difference here, okay? What's the difference between a friend with benefits and someone you date, right? Like, this is the difference, okay?
Reflect. What about
happened to Tom? What do you mean? Tom Foley show?
What about Solo? What about Ethan's meme Reddit account? What about Ethan's dad dating his mom at 21 when she was only 16? Really? You're gonna bring family into this when your own kid is saying crazy stuff about you on the internet? This drama is so scorched earth. Destiny's audience made this graphic to make fun of how Hasan never engages with criticism. This perfectly applies to Destiny right now.
You know what? Sometimes I can't tell whether or not Kuihman has fallen asleep, okay? Because he literally does not, like... he doesn't give nearly enough commentary sometimes for me to cover him, which works to his advantage, okay? Because I would cover the shit out of him if he did, okay? But like, just say something, please.
He hides behind the fact that some of the details come from Kiwi Farms, when it just doesn't matter. Verified information is still verified information no matter where it comes from.
I'm not gonna sit here and listen to him fucking opine on all of the on his theories here.
He lies about the substance of the messages, claiming he never admitted to keeping CSAM even though it's in text. Straw man, make fun of me for documenting talking to the police. Try and act like Ethan's a hypocrite for making—
Why is that one in there? Oh, he made fun of me for talking to the police. Yeah, the video was gay.
edgy jokes when the situation is not the same, and it certainly doesn't alleviate him from what he's done wrong. He hinges on small details to avoid the actual allegations, like how he doesn't have all 60 gigabytes of CSAM, when the concerning part is that he does have at least some of that CSAM.
Like, there's a whole bunch of like weird lies that came out of the Willy Mac video. People were saying like,
I'm sorry for earlier. Wait, I don't even remember why I timed you out. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm stupid. I'm sorry for JF had an agenda to make the babies true.
I have 60 gigabyte folders. I'm like, this is not true. It's like an...
Okay. Let me know when Kuihman finally commentates, okay? I gotta go to the bathroom, okay?
Details to avoid the actual allegations, like how he doesn't have all 60 gigabytes of CSAM, when the concerning part is that he does have at least some of that CSAM.
Like, there's a whole bunch of like weird lies that came out of the Willy Mac video. People were saying like, I have 60 gigabyte folders. I'm like, this is not true. It's like an obvious misreading of a message that Willy Mac is showing on stream.
And then finally, name call. Meme your way out of it. Act like none of this is a big deal. Destiny knew.
I feel like the way to, like, Destiny is dishonestly latching on to the 60 gigabyte and on my computer and all this phrasing. But the way to handle that is not to just keep saying it. Like, Willy needs to figure this the
Moth Romance, check your Discord DMs.
Fuck out. This guy is such a dumb fuck with his process. Where someone will say, Willy, that's wrong. And then he just keeps fucking saying it anyway. Or he's like, oh, it doesn't matter. It's not an important detail. Like, you have to be fucking specific, retard.
Knew that if Rose turned out to be underage, it would be a big deal. Even saying, if Rose was legit a minor, I'm probably done. I can sweep and meme through basically anything, even though—
Yes, I'm Weeblo. I have no impersonators, really?
Some of it is really shitty. He's doing the Donald Trump, I could get away with murder.
They say, I have the most loyal people. Did you ever see that? Where I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible.
So I think there's 3 ways this situation went down here. One is that Destiny really didn't believe Solo when he said Rose was 17. He kept the picture in logs just in case he got into legal trouble over the leaks, which he did with Pixie. And then when Rose was doxxed, confirming she was 17, Destiny was more focused on how Solo would be in the wrong than himself, sharing with me that he still has the material. When I was obviously unhappy with him, asking why he still has CP on his computer, Destiny spoke out of his ass, making up that his lawyer told him to keep it, and why he now keeps saying that Rose's age hasn't been confirmed when it clearly has been. And then when I went public, he panicked and called me a liar, changing his story, saying I'm being bad faith, because otherwise he'd be admitting to a felony. This would be good because that means Destiny isn't a pedophile and he just mishandled this whole thing. It is a messy situation for sure. Option 2 is Destiny handled everything perfectly, and to prove it, all he would need is a statement from his lawyer saying that he acted—
surely this video ends with a fully filled out Kelly Jean apology form, right? Surely Willy Mac ends this video with a completed Kelly Jean apology form, given in this first video he was so quick to defend Destiny from the idea of this girl being 17 and said that Tinder verifies age, so she was probably 18.
Accordingly, while holding on to the CSAM. Nobody thinks this is possible, including other legal professionals, but if—
Oh yeah, I guess Kelly Jean was the one who said that. Okay, yeah.
If it is, Destiny should do it. I will delete my video and apologize if it is true. Or option 3, he's a creep. Would really explain his take on Dr. Disrespect, who was planning on meeting up with a minor.
If some 17-year-old girl is DMing Dr. Disrespect, she's like, hey, we should go to kind of Dr. Disrespect's like, yeah, I'm gonna whatever. I probably shouldn't do it. She's young, that's stupid, but I just don't really give a that much. I think it's retarded. I don't think anybody actually cares. I don't give a if they want to do it, knock themselves out. I don't care. At this point, I just don't give a about any of that shit.
Nickelodeon girls! I want to end this video by touching on a few things. If you're a Destiny fan, stop saying that 17 isn't a child. It's really weird, and trust me, I don't think Destiny appreciates that as a defense right now.
Okay, who's saying that? I'm gonna find the DGers, okay? That is not a valid defense, that's true.
No, he does. That's what, see, swing and a miss there, Willy. Gonna be real. He's fine with that defense, actually. He actually very much enjoys that defense.
By touching on a few things, if you're a Destiny fan, stop saying that 17 isn't a child. It's really...
Wait, how? Is the joke Melina? Is that the meme? Sorry, I'm restarting my camera. It's lagging.
Weird, and trust me, I don't think Destiny appreciates that.
Here's the thing: if someone was just saying, "Oh, this Destiny guy's sexted a kid or sexted a child or whatever," that's one thing. But that's not what people are saying, right? It's not like people are just saying Destiny sexted a child and leaving it at that, and leaving you to imagine that it's like a 12-year-old. No, they're saying Destiny had CSAM of a 17-year-old girl. That's correct. That is all technically correct, and it's all a fine way to phrase it. I understand getting defensive or seeing a problem if someone just uses child to mean 17-year-old and doesn't give you an age, and they were misled about the age in the DMs, and like I can understand how that can be used to create the impression that this person's like a turbo pedophile when it's not quite the same case. But this is not what's happening here. Everyone's being...
Bro! Dude.
Very specific about exactly how old this girl was and what the situation was. So to say, well, 17's not a child. No, 17 is a child. No, it is ultimately still a child. It's not a child in the same way a 7-year-old is a child. But it's a child nonetheless.
17 isn't a child. It's really weird, and trust me, I don't think Destiny appreciates that as a defense right now. People have been critical of me for making a video after
See ya, Badger. Bye.
reporting Destiny to the police. He absolutely torched me for this.
But the fact that you would then publish a video on it, again, I don't want to dive into the intricacies of all this, but you must understand that by doing that, you are literally undermining every single thing that you are attempting to do. What, like, why the f would you publish a video on
True?
that? You must
Actually, true from Destiny.
understand how beyond f***ing stupid that is. If everything that you were alleging was true, how f***ing retarded would that be? Why would you do that?
All of this was done over the internet. Nothing is truly deleted. He's already...
What a fuck.
Wait, new court docs? Where? Link me, please. Thank you. Has anybody gone through... Oh, yeah.
Fucking stupid, naive, unresearched, low IQ thing to fucking say from Willy Mac there. Truly. Bottom of the barrel, single cell organism level intelligence.
This is shit that I say. Listen, all right? Listen, my inspirations and my where I get my insults, all right? My creative sources are vast. If there's any evidence that I was once a Kuihman fan, it's probably like the way that it has to be the way that I insult, okay? Like, fuck, this is like literally drooling, vegetable, mentally retarded, deficient, dysgenic, retard, drooling, dribbling off the side of their mouth. Yeah. Oh. Ah! What are these plap 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 stuff? I don't know. Me shaking my leg. Okay, listen. I ran out of medication for my restless leg syndrome. Okay, I need to get more tomorrow.
From this complete fucking idiot. It's over the internet. Nothing's truly deleted. That's not how it works, you fucking moron. Every platform, every service provider, everything is going to have different retention policies. They only store deleted data for a certain amount of time, unless served with a retention notice from law enforcement or a court.
Okay, in Willy's defense. Okay, listen, I shouldn't defend Willy either, okay? But in Willy's defense, isn't it from the context of like, isn't it just like just a saying? Isn't it just kind of like a general saying? Like, I'm sure technically speaking, listen, it's just Kuihman's autism, okay? This is autism. This is what's going on, okay? Like, the thing is like, it's autism. Like, whatever, man. I mean, it's a general saying. It's something that people say. It's like a remark. It's like, it's like, yeah, it's like they don't mean it literally, but okay.
Or whatever.
Right?
you should always make sure that any notices like that and all that stuff, all those processes are at least in place before you start going public with any shit like this. Because you want to make sure that evidence is retained. Because they do not just keep it forever. The internet is not just magically forever on everything. I understand that's what who say the internet is forever, and that's a good rule to live by when you're posting stuff to make sure you're responsible.
Kuihman,
but there are pieces of data that can be lost and not retained.
Oh my god. This kid.
Brothers never heard of the phrase lost media.
Yeah, Discord has about a 30 to 45 day retention policy. With Google Drive, I believe deleted media.
Okay, Kuihman. Yes. It's Kuihman. Listen.
Is
bro
saved for like a month or something, and then there's like a bunch of log actions, like the action of deleting it or the action of accessing a file is stored for like 90 days. Like it's like metadata stuff.
Wait, wouldn't lost media? I feel like lost media would go against Kuihman's like point, right? Because lost media is like found eventually. Oh no, but then it's like maybe it's like truly lost media. Maybe that's what he's talking about.
There's like different retention periods for all these different types of data. You should always look into that sort of stuff. Always make sure you're handling that the correct way. Willy Mac did not bother. Why did Willy Mac not bother? Because after Willy Mac had finished recording his call with the police, he got on the phone with Nicholas DiOrio, shaking, crying.
Is he a Kiwi? Close enough, okay.
And he said to Nikki D, he said, Nick, do you think it would be okay if I made a video on this? The Destiny sent me child porn. And then Nick said, yeah, Willy, I think that'd be best, actually. I think that'd be best. I think that'd be best. So Willy immediately ran and posted the video. Now, obviously, that's stupid.
How does J-Stalk hang out with Kuihman so much, but then, like, none of the humor rubs off on him? Like, what the fuck? Like, Kuihman is just, like, legitimately so much funnier than J-Stalk. I just don't get it. I don't understand. Like, literally part of my commentary style comes from Kuihman. You can take like bits and pieces from different people, and not just came from Kuihman. Sorry, it came from Logic, Kuihman, several other people, right? Like, yeah. There's no shame in doing that. It's fine. Okay, Destiny for sure, right? Yeah, a bunch of other people. It's just like, how does, like, I'm just so confused. I just don't get, like, why none of this just rubs off on him. Okay.
Good. That is a stupid way of handling it.
Been busy burning bridges with friends that are Hasan fans. They make themselves his streamer a fun time. Sure, like, the thing is that I can understand why someone watches Kuihman. I just can't understand why someone would watch J-Stalk. He has such a grating voice, and he's so fucking annoying.
Just is.
Already said he's kept everything in case there's a criminal investigation. He'd literally have to smelt his hard drive. So I don't think I sabotaged any potential investigation, but at the same time, I don't even know if there will be an investigation. That's up to authorities. So I'm also thinking about at what point does the public have the right to know about this? I don't know. I'm definitely open to criticism. I think I handled it how most media outlets would. I'm also just hoping.
Dude, he calls himself a fucking media outlet as well. Dude, just, I would handle the way that most oh my god. Just please shut the fuck up. Look, like there was a couple of, we'll take a look afterwards, okay? Don't worry, we'll take a look.
Hoping nobody tells me that they have CSAM ever again. Also, I don't know if Destiny will be charged. It's not up to me.
Wait, Kuihman watchers, why do you watch me then? Kidding. I know why you watch me, okay? We all know. I'll keep it a secret.
Or Ethan, it's up to the prosecutors for how they want to handle this.
It's really up to prosecutors what they're thinking about, what they go for. That's not in the control of any streamer. It's not in control of Ethan Klein or Hasan or anybody else. It's in the control of the prosecutors to decide, hey, how are we gonna go after Destiny? If we go after Destiny, that's up to them.
So do I think Destiny is a pedophile? It entirely comes down to.
And just to be clear, as well, going public is literally, for someone, this Willy retard, right? This Willy retard thought, what did he think? Remind me, guys. Sunday deserved to be 20 minutes of that first Destiny video because Sunday is the one who broke the story. He got key details wrong. And he broke it before the victim was ready to go public. So, let's look at this story. So, Willy Mac.
You know what would be great for content for everyone in this entire fucking space? Is if Willy Mac comes out with a third video about Destiny. Okay? We just need a third video at this point, okay? Just FYI, Sunday really he fucked up big time. Okay? He fucked up big time. It's not even close, okay? If there were such thing as a fuck up, it would be that, okay? He fucked up big time, okay? But it's good for content. But it's good for content, okay? But I don't want to hear anyone defending Sunday, okay? Frankly. Just mainly because he's so indefensible in my eyes. Like, he really is. Like, he unironically is incredibly indefensible. Yeah.
Broke the story.
Oh, except when Sunday said that Pixie was extorting Destiny. Okay, that was based. Thank you. For the record, at the time I didn't believe it. At the time I didn't believe it, but now I believe it. Okay, because Destiny told me to believe it.
Got key details wrong. And broke it before the victim was willing to go public. And that breaking it before the victim was willing to go public was my biggest criticism of Sunday. For Willy too. Because when Sunday did it, Sunday believed that Pixie had taken money.
Sunday did it because he wanted clout, okay? It's crazy to me how Kuihman, the person who is like the king of what do you even say? Kuihman is the person who's supposed to go, nah, we all know why you did it. We all know why you did it. You did it because of this. You did it because of that. We all know why you did it. We all know why you did it. Like, he is the king of that. The king of that. But when it comes to Sunday, he's no longer the king of that. When it comes to Sunday, it's like, well, I mean, Sunday was waiting for this and that. No, Kuihman. Sunday is just a clout brain. He's just so fucking clout brained. That's why. Okay, like let's not delude ourselves. I know it. You know it. We all know it. Okay. Sunday is ridiculously clout brained. Okay. Just because Sunday is your personal friend doesn't mean that you're gonna start sweeping for him. Okay. Just stop. Sweeping for Sunday is just not a good look. Okay. I'm just gonna say this right here. Okay. Sunday, the person who didn't even get the blessing of Pixie for that, who took information from the great betrayer, Butcher of Orbits, Straighterade. Yeah, you can't, yeah, it's just ridiculous, obviously. Is Sunday still banned on YouTube? No, he's not banned on YouTube. He's just demonetized completely. He has another channel, though.
And so, as such, was no longer
Present Sunday, too, and the co-op channel with Brooks.
pursuing a legal case.
Sunday isn't cloud brain. He wants to hurt people. Okay, he's cloud brain and he wants to hurt people. Okay, they're not mutually exclusive, but whatever.
And thought that there would not be any adverse effects from releasing the video. Willy thinks there won't be any adverse effects from releasing the video because he doesn't understand how data works. He doesn't understand data retention. He doesn't understand how...
No, it's 100% cloud chase. It's cloud chasing and it's spiteful. Fine, you want me to say that? Fine. Okay, we can be autistic about it if you want, okay?
Discord works. Doesn't understand how Google works.
Let's go autistic.
Doesn't understand any of it. So both of them had a fundamental misunderstanding about the situation, how something worked, and thought there would be no negative impact from them going public with their allegation. So how are you any better than Sunday? How are you any better than Sunday?
you how charitable you want to be towards him. Do you think these clips show a dark pattern of behavior? I just come back to if Destiny was really following the advice of his legal counsel, he should get a statement from them. It will clear all of this up. If he's mishandled everything, he should take it to authorities now. And this is kind of where we're at until his court case concludes or he's criminally investigated. He did say when that's over though, he'd go on the H3 podcast. So we will eventually get answers. How unhinged can it get? Tune in next time by subscribing to the channel. Shout out to the homies over on Patreon who have access to our exclusive Discord. Thank you Chris and Glass Riveter, Christina Vina, Drenko Bex,
Right.
I want all 1 hour back from watching Kuihman. I want the whole hour back, okay? The only part that was funny or like that I kind of liked was him roasting Willy Mac, okay? That was the only part. But otherwise I want the whole entire hour back, okay? I want all the hours back except for that specific part that was funny, okay? But it's just okay. Very cool. Epic. Awesome. As Kuihman.
Oh yeah, I saw
awesome.
Willy cry again. That's just brother. If Jane Stoke was agreeing with me, maybe I really did fuck this all up.
Bro, why is Willy Mac even still hanging out like in the fucking DG subreddit? What was the point of that? Like he wants to make his presence known in the DG for what? Like some semblance of agreement with him? Is that what he was looking for? I don't even know what the fuck he was thinking. It was near the end of his stream. He gets sleepy. Oh, okay. That's kind of like me. I get sleepy. Okay, we're both sleepy boys.
Yeah, we don't care.
Oh, okay, that's enough dead air. That's just great.